Hey friends, we are back at another Female Foodie taste test, and I have the one and only Courtney Rich from Cake by Courtney today. You guys know her as the queen of all things cake, and so I thought, let's try every single box mix known to man and determine, I don't know, I mean, if any of them are even worth it.
Right, well, maybe you need something in a pinch. It'll take us back to our childhood, I think, for sure. Like, this was actually the first cake I made when I was 8 years old. That's like, a great way to start learning. You can read the instructions, so I think it's fun for kids to just start that way. And then sometimes, you know what, you've got to just do something quick, and it's for your kids, and
that's life.
It's life.
So I thought, okay, like, we might hate them all, we might not, we might have some favorites, but what better person than this lady
I love cake
to be like the gold standard. So now we had a lot of options when we were in the store picking the flavors. I decided we would go with a classic yellow because you know me, I love yellow cake, but I also thought, like, when we get into like chocolates, it gets a little more complicated. Right. I'm so excited. Should we get started?
Yeah, okay. All right, this is number one. It's pretty much the shortest. I should like the flattest, the shortest. Gotta have a good size bite here.
Yes.
Okay, breaks.
I think this is a good start.
That was a great start.
Yeah, like I would eat that. If someone handed that to me, I don't know if I'd with canned frosting.
Oh, yeah, at least make homemade buttercream when you do a cake box.
But like if someone handed this to me, you might not eat it, I would eat it. Number two, I think we both know which one this is. It has vanilla bean flex specks in it, which is beautiful. I love vanilla beans so much. And that's a Trader Joe's signature. It is the Trader Joe's.
This is definitely better. This doesn't taste like a cake to me. It tastes like a breakfast bread or a muffin.
I was just gonna say like cornbread, but yes, breakfast.
Yes, like a sweet cornbread, almost.
Yeah.
It's more of a vanilla flavor and less of a yellow cake flavor.
I totally agree.
Like less butter flavor.
Number three is it looks good. I like it.
It's got that sweet flavor.
I mean, none of these will compare to homemade, but for a box mix.
Nice and moist.
Nice and moist.
I like the texture overall and how we do have a little bit more air in there. It's got more volume.
Where's this one?
If I had to compare, I'm gonna take this one now over number one.
Same. Number four, this is so fun.
Not as flavorful.
More pancakey, almost, kind of like muffiny. Like,
and a super bland flavor.
I would say this is maybe...
Well, this is my least favorite so far. Well, I mean, the Trader Joe's one.
It's on its own island.
It's on its own island over there. But out of those two, that's number three.
Agreed.
Okay, this one.
It looks like a puddle of oil.
It really does. Okay, I'm so curious.
I know.
That's like almost spongy, gooey. Flavor's good. I like the flavor is got the buttery yellow cake flavor to it. It's the texture that's not
it's like, didn't you
working
say
for
spongy?
me. It's kind of spongy. It does look like it sat in oil.
Would you rather have this one or the last one we just tried?
Ooh, here's what's hard. That last one had no flavor to me. So I was like, well, what's the point of eating it?
Exactly.
This has flavor at least. So I probably actually would pick this one over that one.
I think so too.
And then I wonder if it's gluten-free. There's something about it I don't like. There's a grittiness to it. Do you taste that?
Yeah, this tastes also to me like muffins. Like, I just don't taste that. Okay, like Courtney has this saying, like, the cake should stand on its own, and it's actually in reference to ice cream. She will not eat ice cream with her cake.
It's true.
So I think the same saying applies to even frosting.
Yeah.
I think when you bite into the cake,
absolutely,
it should be good enough that it stands on its own. And
yes.
I just am not like...
No, I'm not blown away by this, and I totally agree. When you're making your cake and all the different elements, everything should be an ensemble, right? They should work together to complement each other in flavor and texture. And so if you have one element of your cake that like overpowers everything, whether that's the cake layers or a filling or buttercream, it kind of like ruins the whole experience for me. I want it all to just work together, right, as I'm eating it. And this one's just falling short, like flavor. Again, if we're thinking yellow cake, right? That's what we came to eat, was a yellow cake. That's not a yellow cake to me. That's a vanilla cake.
I know this is like kind of silly, but it just tastes kind of like pancakes to me. Like you're saying.
Gritty. So now I'm like, wait, is that one of the gluten-free?
It might be.
Interesting.
But if I couldn't have gluten, I might.
I'm not mad about it.
We'll have
yeah.
to find out at the end.
I'm so curious.
On to
number 7. This looks a lot, I mean, not as yellow as our number 3, which is our top favorite right now. It's a little lighter in color, but texture-wise, I'm like feeling it looks nice. Yeah,
they're really similar.
they are very. That's just what I was gonna say.
We did have several brands too that one was butter recipe and one was oil. So we'll have to go back and taste like our favorites right next to each other and pick. But I do like that one. It's buttery.
Can I try that one again? Number 3?
Yes.
Hold on, I just gotta compare.
It's buttery.
So more yellow in color in this one. That has a really strong butter flavor to it. Like that clear vanilla extract and butter, which I really like. And then with chocolate buttercream.
Oh my gosh. These are so similar to me. What do you like better?
It has a slightly stronger flavor, but I like this. And the textures are very comparable. So then I wonder if it's like a Betty Crocker Pillsbury bake-off right here. Let's put these as our top 2 right now.
I agree.
Yeah.
So 3 and 7.
Yep.
We both really like those.
Okay, number 8.
Number 8. This one also I think looks.
It's like what I think one of our standard box mix brands that we're used to. Wow, this is a lot harder.
But I can tell you that that's not my favorite. I can tell you.
100%, I totally agree with you. I'm still set on those ones.
Where would you put this? The middle or the bottom?
Closer to the bottom.
Okay. Okay. Well, we know that this one is free. It's like white as snow.
That is hard to cut into.
It's so dense. It's so compact, maybe.
I don't like it. I don't want to swallow it.
Me neither.
The texture is like dry and heavy, like heavy. And the flavor is not good.
And it has a really gritty aftertaste, which
it's like coating my mouth right now.
Like, I get it, it's hard, right? If you're not cooking with all-purpose or whatever flour, but I would rather, I think, be hungry than eat that if I were gluten intolerant. Oh, my stomach. I'm like...
We're taking smaller bites now, Nora. Also gluten-free. Here's the thing. Gluten-free can be really good. You do have to have the right ingredients, and I think make it from homemade, and I love that brand Cup for Cup, which is one of the mixes we're using.
We know it's in here somewhere.
Use their gluten-free Cup for Cup flour and put it in a cake recipe.
And it'll taste better
will
than
be,
this.
oh my gosh, 100%. Yes.
Because I'm not a fan of this.
You know I have like my kids and Ryan taste test for me, and so when I was playing around with all the gluten-free flours, and I tried so many of them, I did not tell them that they were gluten-free cakes.
Oh, and they ate them?
Yes, and the Cup for Cup, Bob's Red Mill 1-for-1 baking flour is pretty good too, but that Cup for Cup is like a gold standard for me.
The best.
I can use it in my cookies and my cakes.
I think it's great. I've heard it's like the best option that you can find. But this, I mean, I don't know. They were both pretty bad. I feel like
I would pick this one over that one.
10 was a little better than
yeah.
mine.
I'm dying to know what the other gluten-free was. Is it number 6, the one that was really light too?
We won't
in
know.
color.
We won't know
okay.
until the end.
Okay, we're almost there. Number 11. Oh, it's got a good flavor.
We're gonna take a break and decide what our top favorites are and our bottom favorites are, and we'll come back with our official results. All right, after much scientific deliberation, we've made a firm decision on our favorites and our least favorites. We really disliked number 9. What was that one, Chloe?
Number 9 is Betty Crocker.
Oh,
Yellow.
wow, that was so dense and gritty.
Gritty.
Like my least favorite overall.
Yeah, and number 10 was pretty darn close, which one?
Yeah.
The Bob's Red Mill.
Okay, so I also wonder if they used oil, and then, now I want to check all the boxes too.
And then number 6 was gluten-free, right?
It is Cup for Cup Yellow.
Cup for Cup.
Okay.
And this one we decided...
It's our favorite gluten-free cake out of the 3 that we tested.
Hands down.
Which makes me so happy because we just talked about Cup for Cup is my favorite gluten-free flour for baking cakes.
On to our least favorite of just like
the generals.
Non-gluten-free yellow cakes, and that was number 4.
What is that?
One?
Betty Crocker butter.
The butter.
Crocker's letting us down today.
I know, right? Because hers was also the gluten-free.
We just thought this was kind of bland and nothing, not worth the calories.
I was not going to write home about this one. So number 11, we put it number 3. What's 11?
11 is Betty Crocker Yellow.
Okay, there you go.
Betty Crocker didn't completely let us down.
Pick the yellow, not the butter.
Okay, number 7. Coming in at number 2 is
And number 7.
Food Club yellow.
Whoa!
what?
Food Club.
Go Food Club. Okay.
Okay, a nice economical store.
Now there's 2 Food Club options.
Yes.
Yep, the butter one is using butter. I just wanted to double check.
Oh, yes.
And then our yellow one is using oil and eggs.
I'm shocked. So what's number 1? Number 3?
Pillsbury yellow.
Okay. None of our top 3 had
what
butter
we
in
have
them.
learned, don't pick the butter cake box.
It was moist. It was this by far was the number 1.
Yeah.
Like hands down. It was
Hands
an easy
down.
decision to make. Okay,
There.
this is so fun. So now we know if you're in a pinch, making a quick cake for the kids.
Yes.
Grab one of these. But if I'm going to recommend any yellow cake recipe, it's on Courtney's website. And I'm like super honored too because this is a cake
I made for you.
that she made for me years ago. It's really good. I've had it many times.
Yeah.
And a yellow cake with a good chocolate buttercream. So go to Courtney's website. Make sure that, of course, you've got to be in the mood for yellow cake with chocolate frosting now. So go to her website and make one of those. But now you know in a pinch what our favorite is. And
Go Pillsbury.
thank you for joining me for this.
Oh my gosh, you say cake and I'm here.
Oh, so fun. I loved having like you as our guiding star through this cake experiment, and I just had a great time.
This is fun. It's so fun. Thank you, Brooke.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and let us know when you either try Courtney's recipe or one of these at home. We'd love to hear from you.